My name's Daniel Shuard. I've trained at Extreme Mixed Martial Arts. I've been training for nearly 6 years. And yeah, this is my home. So I started training at a place called Jiu-Jitsu Lifestyle, which is just up the road from here. It was like this tiny as room, like, I don't know, 3 by 4 meters of mat space, like nothing. And it was Brett Tamblyn and Bernie Jenkins were my head coaches. And yeah, I just jumped in and started training as much as I could. White belt is just like discovery, you know, like it's like when you first, you know, open your eyes to the world and sort of you realize how like stupidly vulnerable you are. You know, you see people who are, you know, in the street who have no understanding of like grappling arts and they don't know. But when it really starts to click for people how really vulnerable they are, they, you know, it can change the game for a lot of people and puts people on a good path. Because when you hear about like ego filters in jiu-jitsu, that's kind of the biggest thing. Because you get people who come in and they think they're, oh yeah, I'm 100 kilos, I can bench, you know, 150, and they have no idea about the dangers they can be exposed to just by some guy, you know, school teacher, electrician, whatever, you know. So when that happens, it'll either make or break a person, right? In the sense that they'll either go, oh, I don't like this at all, you know, this little guy's beating me up, I'm a bounce. Or they'll go, wow, I need to learn this and I need to learn it now. I've got to start, I've got to catch up. And so that's typically what I think happens in white belt. Now, so that said, not everyone starts off with a big ego. A lot of people come in, they're sort of shy and unsure, and over time they develop that confidence because they're like, well, I'm training this thing where I can use a systematic method to submit you, right? And so for someone who's, you know, a small girl or a young boy or something like that coming in, is kind of shy, that's a huge confidence boost because now all of a sudden they train for a year and a half, and some new guy comes in who outweighs them by 20 kilos, and they submit them, you know, half a dozen times. You know, that's a huge confidence booster. So it generates a different sort of a breed of people, but it sort of guides them in the same mindset that they all, you know, came from this vulnerable place and now they're a bit stronger. When you start to get to blue belt, you know a lot of tools, right? You know, you're a first-year apprentice working on a job or something like that. You know, you get exposed to all these tools and they say, right, build me a house. You might know what these tools look like, and you know, you can sort of, you've seen people use them before, and you know, you have an idea about how all the different tools kind of work, but you don't really know. In my mind, like the progression between purple, brown, and black in training, it's just about how well you can use your tools. And so, master tradesperson is a black belt in their craft. So, over time, you just become more and more proficient at using your tools. And I think that for my progression coming towards brown, it becomes a lot about understanding how to set traps and make people think that you're going to do one thing and then hit them with one of your other tools. It gets intricate to explain, but that's I feel the next progression. You know, doing things in the way where people think they're having a victory in doing some sort of movement when really it's a trap.